Welcome to the Degenerate Nation podcast, episode 175? Really? Wendy, what do you think about that?
Don't even think of changing the station. Welcome everyone to Degenerate Nation.
Ooh, yeah. Don't X out after 29 seconds. It's going to get better.
Oh, yes, because my nipples are hard as rocks.
They're fucking garden rock hard. You know, like rock gardens are the hardest type of rocks there are.
They're diamond cutters,
they ain't
baby.
smooth in my garden, baby. Ooh, baby. Did the Garden of Eden have rocks in it?
No, but I think Eve did plug Adam's ears with nipples.
With nipples?
Well, yeah, because that's how I always wondered, because the Garden of Eden wasn't that big, you know. And the apple tree was there and everything was fine, and they were leaving it alone, everything was all good. But then the snake came up, and she's like, oh my god, Adam's gonna hear us. So she sneaks up behind Adam, takes her breasts, wraps them around his head, sticks her hard nipples into his ears, and then talks to the snake, so he can't hear.
Oh, she didn't use her hand?
No. Well, maybe to push her breasts, but...
What a dumb broad. She was stupid. God.
No, well, that part, but not the part about a nipple fitting. That was divine creation.
Divine creation, that she had bendy breasts?
Well, that too, and then the shape of the nipple is the perfect shape of the inside of a guy's ear.
That's true. Do you think that Eve had huge tits?
Oh, she had to have.
Yeah, she's the first woman. Right? Her tits were
isn't
probably
she, like,
amazing.
perfect?
Yeah, she's got perfect tits. C's
like
or D's or double D's. Somewhere between C and double D, like just perky C to double D range.
Exactly.
Perfect. Oh, if you're listening, that's not a body positive statement. I'm sorry, but we're talking about Eve. We ain't talking about no regular woman, okay? Everyone else's tits are fine as they are, but Eve's were, woo, smoking tits.
Yep, well, yeah. The first man, got attracted to her and everything, and they were going to be partners. Damn right.
Yeah. They were going to get it on forever.
I need to talk to you a little bit. You may have blown all your creativity on that first woman, because I turned out like shit.
No, Wendy, no.
Just a hot old fucking mess.
Are you still reeling from Smelmo last night?
Oh, Smelmo can go suck it.
You said some not very nice things. I hope I stuck up for you a little bit. I was a little shaken myself, and I think I was off my game.
Well, normally a guest wants to come onto your show, and they're hyped, and they're positive, and they're ready to support you. He just came in like a full-blown asshole.
He is a full-blown asshole.
Oh my god.
I mean, he's gonna have to apologize if he expects to be back.
I would have rather have swum laps in an Olympic-sized swimming pool full of razor blades than go through that again. Oh, what a dick.
Yeah.
And he thought his dick was big too, and I was trying to be supportive there. And
yeah, well, you're allowed to trash our guests, especially after they're no longer on. We can just talk shit about them. It's fine.
Well, yeah, big old shit. Anyway, I'm not gonna spend too much time on that dickwad.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, let's not.
Let's talk more about nipples.
Nipples and God, and you're not awful or a waste. Okay, so I don't want to hear that.
I'm not worried about that. I mean, I actually love my nipples. That's my favorite part about my whole body.
Your nipples? Mine are pretty good too, honestly. We have good nipples.
Yeah, I know, and you have the perfect amount of chest hair, just a little bit,
tiny
just
bit.
A tease,
so mine are just pointless nipples though. No milk comes out of them that I know of. Maybe some urine, a little bit of urine. Got an internal organ issue, but I can't I don't get that excited. A girl could bite my nipples. I'd be like, "What are you okay? What is the point of this?" I mean, if they're gonna have my shirt off, they should just start working down low, the lower half of my chest and stomach, and they should tickle me or something, because that would get me playful and stuff, and I'd be like, "Oh, you bitch, you bitch," and I'll just tackle them and start making vigorous love.
There you go.
To their orifices, all of them.
Maybe they're there for her as little highway markers while her eyes are closed in ecstasy while you guys are making love, and she needs to know where her hands are going. So they're kind of like, oh, they're right there.
Yeah.
I know where to put my hands next.
To grab her titties?
Well,
yeah.
on you.
Oh, we don't grab our titties. Like, well, I'm going to next time I have sex. I'm going to grab my titties and just be like, oh, 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 oh.
Oh my God. Do you know what? That reminds me of that unreleased Michael Jackson video.
What?
Yeah.
Which one?
Didn't he grab his crotch and he did the moonwalk and back flips and all this other shit? I think one of his unreleased ones, he actually does that exact move that you just did. It's like, oh, 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 oh. Yeah, well,
as long as he didn't do it in the presence of a minor, I'm good with it.
That's true. That's true. He's no prince, but
he ain't no prince.
So, no.
But he was the king
Prince supporter
of pop.
Yeah. Everybody hail Prince.
Prince is better because Prince, like, okay, Prince could dance pretty well, but not obviously no one could dance like Michael Jackson. At least that style. Like, Justin Timberlake could mimic it, but like truly feeling it and like being in the zone all the time, like Michael Jackson. Oh, nobody. But Prince was better songwriter because Michael Jackson only contributed. He wasn't much of a songwriter, right? From what I understand. And Prince wrote the vast majority of his songs, maybe all of them. Played guitar, played drums, played piano, I think, played everything. And at a high level, especially guitar. He's considered one of the greater guitar players in history.
Yeah,
Prince,
he definitely played women too.
Do you remember the Super Bowl between the Bears, and the Colts in 2007?
Yes.
When Prince came out and played Purple Rain in that fucking purple tent, and it was raining, and he's playing the solo at the end, and it looks like a fucking giant phallus, like pointed northeast, like up to the sky, and fucking wailing Purple Rain.
Yes. Everyone knows the best directions point northeast.
Yeah, he was just fucking going for it, and I was like, right there, I was like, one of those moments where, you know how you have those peak experiences where you're just like, I don't think my life's going to get any better than this. Like, it's going to go downhill from here. That, like, as you're having a good moment, I guess if you have problems, you also think of something like that simultaneously. You're like, it's going to go down from here, buddy. Sure enough, they lost the game. Bears lost the game. They were down by 1 at halftime. But it was raining and Prince was playing. I was like, this is goddamn awesome.
Yes. Yes, the Bears knew that they couldn't top that.
No, I'm like, this is done. And yeah, sure enough, like, there weren't a lot of peak experiences after that. Few and far between, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a top 5, top 10 for me.
Gentlemen, listeners, please don't blow your peak too early.
Yeah. Pull out. Take a minute.
Take a minute. Let your lady rub your nipples.
Exactly. Always take a minute, even if they get going a lot. You can always get them going again. Okay.
Oh yeah, and if it takes a girl a lot longer, let her play with herself for a while.
Yeah, and
just sit back and watch.
Sit back and watch for a sec while they're doing it, but you want to be involved in the latter stages of it too. So you don't want to just and then like you're just watching her touch herself like. They're pussy farting with their fingers, and while you just sit there like staring at your withering boner that just like you already nutted, and you're just like retreating.
You have been with single moms, haven't you?
I have been with single moms.
Yeah, that's why. Because this noise you made reminded me of like a really loose vagina, like a didgeridoo.
When they've had kids and they pushed a human fucking head out of there more than once. Oh, hot.
Yeah. The labia does that noise. Sounds like the backwoods of Australia.
It's a special, comfortable feeling. Well, it's like a baseball glove that you know that's been used, like worn in, but it feels like comfortable. You're not like, yeah, I got a baseball glove on, but you're like, I'm gonna play some baseball. And you're like banging, and it's not like, it's not blown out. It's not, but it's also not, like super tight and stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This is like cozy. But you're also like, this isn't special.
No, I never said it was.
It's not special. Maybe if you loved him, I guess.
Love does make things a little better.
Yeah. Love will tear us apart again. Love. You know that song? It's a good one.
I'm getting into it.
I'm feeling musical.
All right.
And no, there will be no Tracy Chapman tonight.
I'm not even going there.
We will not be singing Tracy Chapman, thanks to fucking Smelmo ruining it for us.
For us.
He ruined a lot of things for us last night. A lot of things. Check out that episode. The one where we ruin Muppets for you.
Or don't.
We had another guest on recently, Jaime Mueller, our consultant, German consultant party boy. Make sure to check out his episodes and the Tom Hanks interview as well. Really proud of that one. Yeah, it's just called Tom Hanks.
You check out Jaime's shaft too. It's definitely a beautiful German shaft. It does go northeast.
Northeast,
for sure.
Northeast pointing shaft. Yeah, shaft. I get a question for you, Wendy, because you've not only been a client, you've not only been a co-host, you've been a listener first. Did you have a favorite guest? We know your favorite co-host is you, as it should be. But who is the favorite guest? I know who is not your favorite guest, and that would probably be Smelmo.
I think it's Jacques Pontiac.
Oh, nice. I think we should have him back. I wonder what he's been up to. I still have his phone number. I hope it's the same. And I checked, it wasn't his hooker number. It was not his rent boy phone number. So I think it's his real one. Or it was an Instagram. I got to check.
He may have switched platforms too. You might want to check that out.
Yeah. You know, some of these hookers use Hinge as their platform. It's easier than Tinder.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, I've seen it all the time. Like, there's like little videos of them like hooking. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Ooh, do I have $100?
Do I have a solid 100?
Would they ride my mustache if I could just pay them $100 and all I want to do is go and their boobies and their pussies, just like get in there like smell it and just they go like this, corn on the cob. You remember that fucking cartoon? I forget which cartoon characters were in it, but it was like a Disney one, and they just go on the piece of corn, back and forth until the corn disappeared. But do that with their pussy, with the hooker's pussy.
Oh, you mean like totally like corn on the cob, their pussy?
Yeah, like all the corn kernels like disappearing, like because you're just going back and forth, like no breath. So I just go swish, 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 swish. I had a nemesis, friend that became a friend of me that became a nemesis in LA, and this girl that we all knew, she told us, not him, that she was
Precious?
not Precious, that she had sort of dated him or hooked up with him a few times or whatever. And not only did this guy write a screenplay that was like, apparently every character sounded exactly like him, but he also, instead of going down on her, he just went like you're blowing a Nintendo to try to get it to work. Like, he didn't lick it, he's like blew on it. I believe her. Believe all women.
This guy's fucked up. Doesn't he know blowjobs are for guys, not for girls?
Yeah, no, he was seriously doing like a fucking like blowing into a Nintendo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what it means. Or what you mean. I've done that before.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely.
Try to get RBI baseball working, you know?
It never gets the Nintendo working.
Luther Danger can fix a Nintendo. May Rageclaw, his wife, knows what's up, and she showed him the techniques, and he can fucking do it every time.
Just by blowing?
By blowing and like fingering it in the slot, and it's perfect. And I just
Now
sit back.
you're talking
I sit back and I'm like,
language.
oh yeah, you fix that Nintendo, Luther. Oh, turn it on. Oh yeah, hit the reset button. Oh, yeah, it's pretty good. It's good times.
I just got wet.
You're always wet.
Well, that's true.
Except last night.
No, God, no. I was drier than the Sahara last night.
Yeah. Arid is, and as we
call AAA and get a crowbar because
you were closed for business.
Oh, there's nothing going on after Snowball.
Stargate was no longer open.
Nope. There would be no corn on the cob for Snowball.
No. I mean, if someone just went down on you like corn on the cob style, what would you even think of that?
I don't know. I haven't had that many guys go down on me. I have no idea.
I haven't either. What? I just wonder if it would be good. I really kind of want to try it, but I'm nervous. So I want to try it on a hooker.
You'd have to be a hooker. You need a professional.
They're not pros. They're just hinge hookers. That's a step above a hand whore.
What kind of hookers are you buying up there?
The ones that advertise on social media.
Oh, God, no. Get a fresh one from the beach. They're the best.
Like a fucking...
It's kind of like a fish...
Like a fish?
Well, it's right next to the fish market. It's the hooker market. They catch them fresh.
Right on the pier? They sell them under the pier?
Yep, because on the one side is the fish and the other side is the hooker. That's why it all smells the same.
I'm up for that.
Uh-huh. Have a little sushi hooker, you know?
Look, can I get some fish thrown in?
Why not? If she's worth her money, she'll allow it.
Pick up some bluefish or whatever. And a carp.
A little bit of octopus.
That I can fuck.
A little bit of octopus.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you imagine fucking with a fresh octopus?
I've seen dead octopus before.
The live ones, the suction cups are still going.
Ooh, I could pull out and put it in the octopus temporarily and then, get that different feel and then go back in the hooker, right?
Yeah, but when you pull your dick out of the octopus, you gotta make sure you didn't hit the ink well, because all of a sudden your dick would be like all this blackish ink running down it.
Well, it's rather dark anyways.
Did you come? Maybe.
No.
Time's not up yet. Does it matter?
Yeah, I want to do it in front of a parking meter, and that's how we determine the time.
Would you be doing the parking meter maid?
I would let her dress up like a meter maid and just bang her while she holds onto the thing, and we both see the time. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm gonna come, but not for 1 minute and 20 seconds. I'm gonna come. Ooh, I'm gonna come.
19, 18, 17,
and she's a hooker, so 16, she can't be like, 15, dude, shut 14, up. 13, I mean, she could, but then 12, I'll just 11, stiff her on the tip.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Thank you.
Time's up.
I don't know why I have to say thank you.
Please insert another quarter.
I just do that. I just say thank you afterwards, after sex, especially with a hooker. Is that weird?
You're paying to not thank them. Being weird? Nope. You actually pay for the right to be however you want to be.
Is that too polite?
Depends. Is your meter maid hooker named Rita?
She is. Should I be more
Freaky
emotionally
Rita,
distanced, as well as socially distanced?
That's a good song.
Emotionally distanced for you, my hooker looker.
But
I'm
if you
fucking
go back in
burping
your
a lot.
sexual history, didn't the majority of your encounters, weren't they emotionless?
Yes.
Okay.
Something wrong with me, for sure.
Well, do you associate good sex with lack of emotion?
No. If it was good sex, I would have tried to have sex with them again instead of being like, I'm good. I'll take my...
Why would you pay for something that isn't good?
Because you know you're going to have it.
I'd stick with the handmade.
Why would you buy a fish sandwich from a place that wasn't even a fish place, you know? It's because you can have it.
You mean
something to eat.
You mean second second ratings, something to fill the hole.
Like if Burger King had a fish sandwich, they probably do, but like I'm gonna go get a fish sandwich from Burger King. Sounds good.
Okay.
And he's like, whatever. Okay. That wasn't that good, was it? No. Why'd you get it? Because they had fish sandwiches. I don't know. I just felt like a fish sandwich. It's like a hooker.
So you just feel like sex, you just go get a hooker.
I mean, I just don't believe in that for myself, but I might as well, yeah. Most of the encounters that I've had, I might as well go with a hooker.
We're going to come up with a dating app that is, it's not going to be like the other ones where you just hook up and do this other stuff. It's going to be literally very fine-tuned to the point of, okay, this is exactly what I want, and this is exactly what I want, and this is exactly what I want. So you click, 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 bam.
Okay.
It's gonna be a lot different than like Grindr or anything else, because
like I want to say. Go ahead. Sorry, I'll chime in a sec.
Yeah, go ahead. Chime in now.
I like I'm like I want to eat a laka out of a pregnant woman.
Mhm.
And then you can be specific what trimester, like second trimester, laka, pregnant woman, eat out. And you hit enter
because
and then it first searches on the most specific thing, which is probably second trimester pregnant. And then he's like, oh, activities, we're gonna have sex, and then eat out, and you boom, and then you food play, and then see which ones are up for that, and it's like spits out recommended matches. I like it. What do we call it?
We're gonna call it honesty. Just because there's been so many other dating apps, but everybody lies on them. I mean, that wastes so much time. Why?
It should be ONST, honest.
Yeah.
Honest. ONST.
ONST.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's got to have a cool name like that, you know?
Right. I mean, and you want it short, sweet, something. Because I hate it when the app's on my screen, the names start out and then it goes ... and I'm like, what the fuck? I want to see the whole name right there.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be a good app.
Yeah, I just want this now. No bullshit.
Yeah.
ONST, honesty.
I want roast beef sandwich, but with no roast beef. Woman. No roast beef on the down low or whatever. I don't know. The down low hanging roast beef. I want to eat a roast beef sandwich after I have sex with someone whose pussy doesn't look like a roast beef sandwich.
Is it okay if her pussy looks like a roast beef sandwich after you do her? Or can it never do that? Does it have to hold
Oh, that's not my problem.
I thought you wanted to eat the same roast beef sandwich after you did the roast beef sandwich.
No, I want an actual sandwich, like food, because I get hungry.
Oh, here I thought you were talking about labias.
But I don't want to look destroyed before I even get there.
So you want the hooker to have a fresh, actual roast beef sandwich.
Yeah.
And you want to do her roast beef sandwich.
Yes, correct. I don't want it to look like one, but I want to fuck her. If it looks like one afterwards, it's not my problem.
Okay, so if she has a nice, lightly labious clitoris, nice and pale pink, nothing too bright, just very, very nice and clean. Brazilian or no Brazilian?
She can be Brazilian?
Yeah, she can have no hair whatsoever.
No, now I'm not talking about the hair. Long hair, short hair, me no care. Her? Yeah, what's up? I don't want I want a real Brazilian woman, not a hooker. I mean, they're still women, but like kinda. They're kinda ruined.
Well, Brazil ruins everything. There go our Brazilian listeners.
Yeah. No, like I want if I could be that specific, like I want a simple thing where there's a little bit of foreplay, like it's conversationally, and then there's some like action, and then there's some real action, and then I eat a sandwich, and then they slowly disappear.
So they fade away.
Yeah. I eat the sandwich, and then I sit there contemplating my troll-like existence while the joy from my penis like evaporates, and then I just take a nap, and I wake up feeling as bad as I did in the morning. But in between that, there's some fun. I pay for it, though, which is I'd rather not do that part. So if you can find me one that's not a hooker and I can do that shit, yeah.
Oh, but there's a little checkbox for hooker or not for hooker.
Okay, it's a lot of work, but it's less work with a hooker, I'm sure.
Probably.
But it's a lot of soul-crushing work that's being done later. It's like less on the front end and more on the back end, I'd imagine.
Yeah, although finding a hooker that knows how to order Arby's correctly is going to be the difficult part.
Oh my god, do they have to bring the sandwich or someone else comes with it?
Oh, shit. I think that's another checkbox. All depends.
Yeah, the hookers...
want the hooker to provide the sandwich or just her other roast?
I don't trust a hooker. Do you?
Not even if she's paid?
No! Especially not if she's paid. You don't pay her up front.
Wait a minute now. You don't trust a hooker, yet you'll stick your dick in her?
Yeah, of course. I'm a man.
Yeah, but that's your most precious piece of anatomy. And you're going to put it in something you don't trust?
It's not precious.
Yeah, it is.
It responds outside of my wishes, so it is nothing precious about it. My genetic material is precious, but not my precious.
Every penis is precious. My precious.
No, there's nothing precious about it. It's just an instrument of pain.
My penis has a ring around it. Oh, my ring is precious. Oh,
cock ring.
Cock ring's precious. Yes.
Dun. I can't do the Lord of the Rings
seriously, you have to. That's fine, but you have to do that movement on the Twitch account. You're gonna have so many dates.
What movement?
But you just do your tongue.
That tongue movement?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Especially if I
ladies,
Yeah.
Ladies, literally looks like a dog wagging his cute little tail, but like with all the enthusiasm and energy, and oh my god, I'm fucking drenched.
Yeah, you like fucking SeaWorld tank right now.
Yes. Okay, so ladies, email us at degeneratenation@gmail.com and get Andy's tongue some action.
You want this tongue? It's time to come. You want this tongue? You want this tongue? You want this tongue? You want this tongue?
His mustache. Oh my god.
You want this tongue? You want this tongue? You want this tongue?
I mean, seriously, could you imagine riding that mustache with that energy and that tongue?
Yeah, I really want to keep it until I can get somebody on my face, like, really fast. They can wear a fucking mask. I don't care. I'll wear a mask, too.
Yeah.
I'll get one of Tom Hanks' theater masks. We've been in touch a little bit. He's a great guy.
That's nice. That's nice. But he can't move his tongue like you can.
No. I'm unstoppable. And we're unstoppable. We're keeping this going because this is a special milestone. 175 times that someone has played our episodes total. No, just kidding. We're at 176,500 something. That's pretty nice.
Can you imagine somebody clicking on your button 176,000 times?
Like one person?
Click my button.
Click, click, click. Woo! Woo!
I'm coming.
How many bots are we going to satisfy tonight?
57.
57 bots? Nice.
Yes.
How's your sex bot doing? I kind of miss her, weirdly.
She's in the closet, but her battery is out. Whenever I need her, I'll just put the battery back in.
And it works every time?
It has so far.
So that's because it's made in Vietnam, baby. Baby! Aluminum vagina. Just like you want.
Aluminum.
She's built inside like a crinkled up above ground pool.
Yep.
Add some moisture and it's good to go.
You need one of those meat cutting gloves with the metal mesh, to finger her vagina.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god, I so badly need to get you a female guest, like that you can like vibe with, so like I don't drag you down this. I sound like an asshole.
Why?
I don't know, talking about body parts and stuff.
But that's what they tune in for.
Talking
Hello.
about above ground pools and roast beef and like single moms and yeah. At least I'm not like an ableist, a Titanist ableist, whatever that is. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm gonna need you to just go ahead and rawly describe it to me.
Okay, like ableism is like, oh, you discriminate against someone because they can't walk or run, or like they are retarded, or they are blind, or they're Helen Keller and they're blind and deaf and dumb and shit like that. Or just like maybe like me, they have like manic depression and they can't do things at some things at the same levels that other people that are quote unquote normal can do it. So I'm not like glorifying pussies that are like unworldly tight and like young and like super wet all the time, where you don't even have to do much and they just somehow are wanting you, and it's great. I'm not saying like everyone needs to be like that or should be like that or would be like that or could be like that. So I don't want to be a pussy ableist, tightness ableist. Okay, back to you, Wendy. Body positive.
Andy.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, girl. What's up, bitch? What's up? You know the whole bitch thing.
Sit here and giggle at your tongue.
Yeah, totally. The old bitch things stem from my. I just would start saying that to my cousin just randomly, and like just made her laugh with it because I obviously wasn't calling her a bitch or anything, and now I just call her a bitch all the time. She's not. She's lovely. She's a lovely person, but I just do it.
In what context, though? You're not tonguing, though.
No, I don't tongue her and call her a bitch and then tongue her, or tongue her and then call her a bitch. I don't do that. I just call her a bitch.
But even if she paid you, you wouldn't? I mean, $20 is $20.
Tongue her? No.
Yeah.
She's my cousin.
Oh. And? It's not like you're going to fuck her.
$20 is not a lot of money anymore. Usually it is, but it's not right now.
Oh, that's right. You're on the unemployment highway.
Oh, I'm on the highway to the government benefits forever and ever and ever. The government gonna build me a house of gold.
Government for being a hooker whose business is dried up?
What's that?
Can you claim unemployment if you're a hooker and your business has dried up?
I think there was some country that is letting them do that. It's not fucking America, though.
No, not clientele. The actual business has dried up. Her pussy.
Oh, no. Why? That's her problem.
You mean like soggy vagina versus like Sahara vagina?
Yeah, that's a personal issue. It's a psychological response. What?
All right. I brought up, this is a really good question, just popped in my head. Can a girl be too wet?
For what? Sheets? Your clothes? Yeah. For sex? Probably not.
Like if she was literally just running down her thigh with moisture.
That's nice, whatever. Slippery, I mean, swamp is a swamp. It's all good. You mean if like you're thrusting into like nothing but water? Like she's a fucking like one of those holes at the beach where you like, when you dig sand and then you go down far enough and it's all like moisture. What if it's like a hole just full of moisture?
You mean like a sinkhole, like a prostitute sinkhole?
Yeah, prostitute sinkhole, like something the Goonies would find.
Like literally would swallow your dick up?
Yeah, with all water. You're like you drown your penis in like. Now, maybe that wouldn't be pleasant, but what you were describing, I think that sounds fine.
Okay.
Whatever you got down there, we don't care.
But can you claim unemployment if you can't do your job right?
No, not if you're a hooker. We don't have state-run hookerships. We should. It should be legal. Don't you agree it should be legal?
Yeah, we should. We should.
Should we get in the whore business?
I think it should. It's your choice to do whatever you want with your body. Absolutely.
So I'm agreeing with you, but does that mean we're also pro-choice?
I can be pro-choice. Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Because you literally just said you can do whatever you want with your body. So that's like the one thing that people jump to.
Right. Yeah.
I can do anything I want with my body. Like, okay, dude, be selfish. Fine. Just don't yell at me.
Selfish.
Yeah.
Says the man talking about sticking his dick in a sinkhole.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying if two of the three people, more if it's twins, involved in that situation don't want you to do something with that situation and you do it anyways, isn't that a little selfish on some level?
Well, it depends. If you're doing twins, you need 2 roast beef sandwiches.
No, I mean abortion. We're talking about abortion, obviously.
Oh.
Yeah. So if the guy that her lover is like, no, I want you to have it. And then the kid is like, me too, I'm a zygote, but me too. And then you're like, fuck that. I got a career to think of. Or like, I'm too young for this. It's flush. Are you being selfish if you do that? If you're not in danger of being, of having a troubled pregnancy, and so you're at risk yourself. Obviously, you should always choose your own life. But I'm just saying, I'm playing devil's advocate mostly because I'm like pro-choice, but without really being pro-abortion, if that makes sense. I just don't think that you should completely prevent someone from doing that because it is their body. But if it's a kid, it's like more than one person's kid. Is all I'm saying. I feel like there's this stereotype of guys out there that are like, yeah, just fucking get rid of it. And that if men had the ability to give birth, we would just like, oh, fuck this shit. There would be an abortion pill, and like it would be like that. You drink an energy drink, and suddenly you're jumps out your pee hole, blood.
Would you abort?
Fetus.
Yeah. Yep. Pee hole.
Would I get an abortion? No. For myself?
Mm-hmm.
No. I wouldn't. I'm 37. Why am I going to abort a kid at 37? I work with kids. I have nieces. Like, why would I do it at 37 despite being, like, unstable and, like... Well, I'm more stable than I was when this started, probably. But... Not this episode. I'm definitely less stable than when this episode started. But, like, when the show started back in episode 1 in 2014, like, there's so much blood. Check it out. No, I wouldn't go through with that. I wouldn't do that. I'd have it. I might need extra help and like maybe try to even go to the foster system if it really came down to it. If I really felt like I couldn't do it. But like honestly, it's like it's 9 months of your life versus the entirety of someone else's life that could be a person. That's all I'm saying. It's 9 months of your life. If you're not at risk to die. Obviously, if you're at risk to die, Wendy, you know, it's like, I don't know. But I know people that have gone through that situation, and, like, they might have had a different thought than I did. But I try to look at all sides of these things, like the bigger issues, and then make fun of them. But you know, like, I just think, like, it's not just a personal choice just because you're the one that is carrying that baby. You're also, or that carrying that seed or whatever, because 2 people have made a personal choice to nut or to receive nut, right? And that nut makes ultimately either nothing or a baby. Most times nothing. Sometimes a baby that amounts to nothing. But it's 2 people involved, and suddenly it's only one person involved. Right?
Okay.
Right? It's like, why is suddenly... I know couples don't stay together and stuff, and that's messed up, but I also think the dad should always step up and, like, at least make an opinion heard. The mom or would-be mom doesn't have to acknowledge it or, like... Not acknowledge it, but, like, accept it as, like, yeah, that sounds great, Herb, I'm going to do that. They can just be like, uh-huh, and then they can go do what they want. But I just think that the person, like, if I would be so fucking... We covered this, right? Like, I would be so fucking goddamn furious if I found out now that I had, like, a 10-year-old or something, and I didn't know about it. That's their fucking fault. And they're an awful person.
Would you be...
Not the 10-year-old, the mom.
Right, right. But would you be more upset or less upset or equally upset if you found out that you had had a pregnancy that was aborted?
They aborted it because they didn't think I was fit. Yeah.
No, no reason notwithstanding, any reason. They became pregnant by you. They had an abortion, but then you found out years later that that happened.
I mean, I think I'd be like, depending on the person, I'd be more like, I think I'd be more upset if it was someone at one point I'm like, I like this person. I think I could have some type of either short, medium term, or long term future with. If it was like a handful of people that I can think of, I'd be pretty upset. But if it was other people, I think I'd be like less upset. But either way, I'd probably be understanding, but maybe in like a self-loathing way. Like I'd abort my kid too. I'm a loser. Like why else? I don't understand besides money or worrying about passing on like unstable like mental genes. Why anyone would want to actually do that?
What if you got Precious pregnant?
Oh God. When after she punched me in the face?
Well, yeah, that's foreplay.
That's foreplay in the hood. No, I'd have a kid.
Okay.
I didn't make
So
sure
that
I
means
got custody of it or someone else got custody. Neither one of us. My crazy ass or her fucking nightmare ass. But I wouldn't be like, Precious, go aboard that kid. That said, the fuck your dream girl, when I took her to get Plan B, I wasn't excited about it. Like woohoo, what a great day. But I was also not excited about it. Like I was like, what's the odds on this? 88%? That sounds pretty good. It's like woohoo. So, but then I was like 11 years ago, 10 years ago. I mean, I'm a little bit different now. She wouldn't have lasted 2 dates now with me,
So if the technology ever comes to the point where a woman can conceive and the man decides he wants the baby and the technology is now there that will transplant said baby into a uterus that is created for you, would that be the ultimate gift then, is for you to carry that baby and for you to take that baby and he or she is now yours forever?
It's the ultimate gift to the baby.
But I'm sure there's part of you that wants to be a parent too.
Yeah, but you mean like having, carrying the baby yourself as opposed to having your girlfriend or wife or hookup that went terribly wrong, having her carry it, that's more of a gift to me. Not having to do it. So I understand I'm being a hypocrite. The burden of carrying the baby, it's the ultimate gift ability. It's ultimate ability and something that women might be jealous of, like guys peeing, standing up, and like, oh, I can fuck whatever I want. Just like it's the penis envy. I don't think is nearly as much as like the jealousy of like maternal instincts and like being able to carry a baby and make that happen and stuff. Because we just want to procreate. Men just want to procreate, and it's programmed in us. Not all of us, but a lot of us, to make the next generation and shine it in your own twisted image, But yeah, I would take on the baby. Fuck it.
Okay. So I don't have the knowledge to come up with that kind of technology, but I do have the knowledge to create the salad tongs to deliver the baby out of the urethra. So
you got urethra tongs? Woo!
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that right now.
Are they from Olive Garden?
Well, definitely.
Ooh, give me some dressing to lube that up so baby can pop out.
Okay.
I'm having a baby.